Okay, for your second example, I want the area of this trapezoid. So that's the first thing you should do really, is determine what figure you're working with, what you're trying to find the area of, and actually write the formula down. So the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times the height times the sum of the two bases. All right, so we're trying to find the area. In order to find the area, that means we need the height, we need the length of base 1, and we need the length of base 2. So if it helps you, list the variables that are part of your area formula. Base 1, this is your base, is 8. Base 2, here's your second base, has a length of 20. What we don't know is the height. So we can use some information or draw some stuff in to help us get the height. So hopefully you recognize, since the legs are congruent, that this is my isosceles trapezoid. So I'm actually going to draw the height right here, H, and I'm going to draw it again here. Here's another height. The reason I'm drawing it twice is because I create a rectangle. And you guys know that opposite sides of a rectangle are congruent. So from this height to this height has to be a length of 8. Since this base is 8, this is 8. The whole length is 20, and keep in mind, this is not drawn to scale, obviously. The whole length is 20. 20 minus 8 is 12. So that means these two pieces have to add up to 12. And since it's an isosceles trapezoid, they have to be the same. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. So this length is 6. This length is 6. And if you notice, you have a right triangle here on both sides. So in order to find the height, we can use Pythagorean theorem. We can say 6 squared plus the height squared is equal to the hypotenuse 10 squared. So you get 36 plus h squared equals 100. And if I subtract 36 from 100, I get 64. So the height squared is 64. And if you take the square root of both sides, you get the height is 8. So we needed the height. So we now know the height is 8. We can plug in h, base 1, and base 2 in order to find the area. So the area is 1/2 times 8 times the sum of the two bases, 8 plus 20. Half of 8 is 4. So we get 4 times 28. And if we multiply those together, 4 times 8 is 32, carry the 3, you get 112. So the area of this trapezoid is 112 units squared. Make sure if I give you feet, you put feet squared. If I give you centimeters, put centimeter squared, and so on. If no units are given, just put units squared. And that's your answer.